This is very petty on behalf of Konami, probably. Kojima is not mentioned in the Metal Gear credits of the new upgrade for the collection. He's mentioned in the games because they're just ports and up-res ports and whatnot, but there are actual credits in the manuals, believe that or not. Probably not very, I don't know what the manuals look like, but they credit the team that made the port. And I appreciate the difference there. It's like, well, it's the credit, I mean, you can kind of get out of jail free with that one. It's like, if you're Konami, it's like, well, we gave credit to the people who made the port. The actual credits for the game that they ported are, okay, I get it. But it's okay. Assuming the story that most gamers go with, including me, which is Kojima was fucked by Konami, it's a really bad look, especially when they're trying to get themselves back in the good graces of gamers for things like Silent Hill and a new Contra. You'd think they would go, look, even if we were petty fucks, we know Kojima is probably the most famous video game designer today working, and the most beloved, or one of the most beloved. And in that, let's not kick the hornet's nest. Even if it's nothing more than a special thanks to Hideo Kojima and team for creating this beloved franchise. I mean, because then otherwise you get articles like this. Like, why did they ignore the guy, right? Now, again, we don't really know what went on. For all I know, Kojima was like sneaking into the house of the CEO and fucking his wife. I don't have a clue. But short of something where if we heard the truth, it would be like, okay, yeah, Kojima's an asshole. It's not a great look, and again, it's not that I think Konami has to be a nice company, but just from a PR standpoint, you'd think they'd go, oh, this probably would help if we at least looked like we were burying the hatchet with this guy. Here's something else they said in this article. They talk about how it says there's a warning message that says these games contain expressions and themes which may be considered outdated. However, these elements have been included without alteration to preserve the historical context in which the game was made and the creator's original vision. So they won't name him, but they'll blame him, right? What are these things? Nobody really knows yet. I mean, this story is coming out because people got the game early. So I don't think we've heard yet what these elements are that Konami felt the need for a disclaimer. Some people suggest maybe it's the smoking, where, hey, smoking has benefits because if you smoke, you get an easier version of the game at times, or you do better, or your abilities are better, heightened. Another one is like, when the way Snake treats women, and who's the one, I was looking this up earlier, who's the, is it Sniper Wolf? It says, Dr. Naomi. Snake often hits on women, and Dr. Naomi tells Snake he can do a strip search on her if he completes his mission. That one doesn't bother me so much. I mean, if you saw that in a James Bond movie, maybe not the current ones because they're so serious, but if you saw that like in a GoldenEye or even a new James Bond where it had a little levity, come on. But I don't know. I don't know what this is. The biggest thing on my mind, though, on this is just like, what, again, if what we know is true, which is basically he got fucked. Again, that's the narrative. But if the narrative's true, it's just dickish. It's like, let it go, man. Let it go. This guy, he's such a, he brings so much to the medium. And even if you don't like working with him, and that's fine. Hell, a lot of people didn't like working with me. Doesn't mean the stuff I worked on, at least some of it wasn't good. But yeah, you can not want to work with the guy again. But don't be a dick to him. Especially when you need gamers to feel like Konami's back. Let's give Silent Hill 2 a look. Konami's back. Let's look at Contra. Maybe they'll make another Castlevania. You don't want to piss these gamers off. So if you're going to do this, you fucking better release the videotapes of Kojima sneaking in and fucking Mrs. Konami. That's what I would say.